My name is Ariel Thorne, and I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm a licensed clinical social worker.
My name is Mark Hale. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut, and I supervise at a distribution center.
When I found out that I was pregnant with Levi, I was terrified. I did not know what to expect. There has been a history of premature children in my family. My own mother had complications when she was carrying me, and so I took every precaution to make sure that I was getting all the prenatal care. That included going to an echo appointment because when I was a child, I had a heart murmur. Up until that point, the pregnancy was easy. At that appointment, I just remember the face of the technician when she stood up and she called in other people. She told me then that I was having a high-risk pregnancy.
My first thought when I heard that he would be premature, I was scared because you don't know what to expect.
We knew that it was possible that I would have a C-section, but we didn't know that it would happen the way that it did.
The day I got the call that Levi might come early was nerve-wracking. And when I got to the hospital, the only thing I could remember was 17%. That was the chance he had to live. And a lot of women go through complications and even die during childbirth. And it's like you could lose one, you could lose two. My son's name is Levi Alexander Hill. He was born April 16, 2019, and he weighed 1 pound, 3.8 ounces.
When I had Levi, gestationally, I was 23 weeks and about 4 days.
The first time I seen my son after he was born was 20 minutes after they cut him out. And he was small. And he was in a Ziploc bag, and they had heaters to keep him warm, and he could literally fit in the palm of my hand, and it was scary.
He was so small. His skin was transparent. His fingers were almost like webbed still. The NICU was a musical. There were people all the time. It was a lot of movement, but then there were moments where it was still and it was quiet. Usually after a tragedy.
The advice I would give to fathers about having a premature son is find your inner strength and your inner peace and just push on.
I had first learned about March of Dimes maybe about a week into being into the NICU. There were several volunteers who were walking through the hospital providing support for families, and one of the volunteers introduced me to the March of Dimes app. Being in this situation, I know what is required, but I don't have access to the resources or the power. And so if I could appeal to others to support March of Dimes, then I am appealing to them to help mothers like me.
The day that Levi came home, I knew he would be a handful because he waited till Friday the 13th to come home. When I look into Levi's eyes, I see hope, because through this situation when I didn't have hope, he had it.
18 years from now, I see Levi surrounded by friends. I think that he'll be the kind of person to lead people from tragedy to triumph, who lets people know that miracles can happen.